Let's talk about Filipinos. What do Filipinos value? This begins with the term of kapwa or shared inner self. Lies at the core of Filipino values and psychology. This is a person who treats another as a kapwa, has a shared or sense of identity and consciousness with that other person. Filipino value system or Filipino values refers to the set of values that the majority of Filipino have historically held important in their lives. This Philippine value system includes their own unique assemblage of consistent ideologies, moral codes, ethical practices, etiquette, and cultural and personal values that are promoted by their society. So here are some of the values that Filipinos have historically held important. The first Filipino value is the family. The family is at the center of the Filipino community. Children are not expected to leave their parents' house until they themselves get married. And even after then, many couples opt to stay with or close to their spouse parents. This is why it's common to see different generations or multiple families live in a single residence. The value that Filipinos put into caring for one's family can also be seen as one of the reasons why nurses and caregivers from the country provide their patients and clients with a high level of care.
Humor and positivity. Optimism, humor, and positivity are valued traits in the Philippines. The country has a long list of national holidays, and many provinces and cities have their own set of local holidays. At the same time, in the case of difficult or challenging situations, members of the community are encouraged to look at the brighter side of things. It serves as a coping technique the same way a child who has fallen laughs at himself or herself to hide his or her embarrassment.
One of the best Filipino values are being faith and religious. Spirituality is deeply ingrained in Filipinos. These days, religion still plays a big part in society and in the everyday lives of Filipinos. The Catholic Church views will still affect the passing of some laws. Most towns still hold fiestas to honor their patron saints, and many regular non-working national holidays are dedicated to celebrating various religious activities and events. To many Filipinos, religion helps shape their values and principles. In this time of pandemic, we Filipinos are thankful for the technology that allows us to participate in masses streaming online, though it is more meaningful for us to participate inside the church with a larger community. The Filipinos as a people had been constantly under the rule of numerous powerful countries has over time developed a sense of resourcefulness, or the ability to survive with whatever they have. They have the extraordinary ability to make something out of almost nothing. A Filipino was given just a screwdriver, plastic bags, some tape, and he would still be able to build a bird tree, especially for the sake of survival, and provided that he be allowed to hunt for some needed surrounding materials. This ability are greatly tested when Typhoon Haiyan caused destruction to our country, especially in Visayas area. Undoubtedly, Filipinos were devastated when they see the destruction of Super Typhoon, but after a couple of years, they rise again. And now, we are facing a pandemic where our Filipinos are being tested by this situation, but we have a great faith in our Almighty, that He will guide us to surpass this, learn from this, and get stronger by this situation.
Hospitality, a common trait that Filipinos are well known for. Foreigners who have been throughout the country may attest to this. Filipinos are known to be considerably friendly and welcoming with the other people in the world. They make certain that their visitors are well treated and entertained, even though they just met for the first time. They constantly try to please their visitors in the best way they can by providing the best service. Just like when they have visitors at home, they will make extensive preparations for good entertainment and accommodation so that guests feel at ease and enjoy their stay. Let me tell you some aspects they are showing. First, guests are automatically invited to a meal and they always serve the best food they can provide. Also, the visitors live in the best room or bed in the house and they also give the majority of the needs. Truly, Filipinos are very warm and pleasant to their visitors. Added to that, when the guests leave, they are entreated to take home pasalubong or souvenirs, which often come in the form of delicacies and local sweets. Hard work and industriousness. Hard work goes hand in hand with resourcefulness. Filipinos are incredibly determined and persevering when it comes to achieving their goals. Filipinos have repeatedly demonstrated that they are hardworking people through the years. Working overtime is a common practice in the Filipino workplace. Many employees don't mind working after business hours since they realize it adds value to the work they accomplish. Despite their personal heavy workload, Filipino would support their colleagues in order to benefit the team as a whole. Furthermore, international companies frequently remark that the work ethics and dedication of overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, are top-notch and unmatched. Employers in nations such as Kuwait and the United States can witness to this, since hiring rates for Filipinos are increasing. It is apparent that Filipino workers have carved themselves a unique place in the international market as high-performing, in-demand labor. Their strong moral code, along with family values and ethical business procedures, has solidified their reputation as trustworthy and hardworking employees. As more Filipinos travel and work overseas, this reputation grows as the rest of the globe recognizes the value that Filipino employees bring.
Overall, we can observe that traditional Filipino values have remained the same: family-centered, faith and virtue-based, sympathetic for others, and hardworking. Filipinos reiterate the importance of values related to society such as love for country, honesty, and integrity. As for personal values, value of the self, life and purpose, resilience, and happiness are important.